In a shocking international incident, a Swedish protest involving the Quran has sparked backlash in Iraq. Angry protesters retaliated by storming the Swedish embassy in Baghdad. NTD's Jason Perry has that update.
An Iraqi immigrant to Sweden got permission from police to burn the Quran in front of the Iraqi embassy. Swedish police stood nearby and provided security for the demonstration.
In regards of opinion of the applicant, we do not take any stand at all whatsoever. We just ensure that the public gathering can take place in a safe and proper way.
The man, who appeared to have a Quran and an Iraqi flag, reportedly kicked and damaged the Quran but didn't burn it. And this isn't the first time the man did such a thing. He previously burned a Quran in front of a mosque in Stockholm last month, which sparked protest in Iraq and condemnation from the U.S. and several Muslim countries. But the reaction this time was much different. While the demonstration was going on in Sweden, hundreds of Iraqis stormed the Swedish embassy in Baghdad. Swedish security used water cannons to try to disperse the protesters. And the demonstrators threw rocks at the Swedish security. The protesters eventually climbed over the walls and set the Swedish embassy on fire. One man was seen holding the sign of the Swedish ambassador's residence, while others gathered singing songs. The Swedish embassy said none of their staff was injured during the conflict. Sweden also condemned Iraq for not protecting their embassy. On the other hand, the Iraqi government condemned the attack on the Swedish embassy in Baghdad. But Iraq also pulled its interim ambassador from Sweden, and according to Iraqi state-run media, Iraq also suspended the working permit for a Swedish company. The protesters in Baghdad were followers of Iraqi Shiite religious leader Muqtada al-Sadr, who shared his thoughts on the situation.
I call on the countries of the world to enact a law that criminalizes the burning of the Quran and make it a terrorist crime, just as anti-Semitism and offenses against the LGBT community are considered crimes.
And State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said this.
We condemn such acts as the burning of a Quran. We think they are abhorrent, but at the same time we recognize the right for people to freely exercise their right to expression.
Meanwhile, Muslims residing in Sweden had different reactions to the event.
And I don't know why the law is like that. Like, how can they let him do this?
A true Muslim, we don't care so much about that because it is not my duty to judge a human being. It is God who will judge him.
The Swedish government said it's considering legal changes that would allow police to stop public burnings of the Quran if they endanger Sweden's security. Jason Perry, NTD News.